I'm going to be going over some German G36 mags. There is one magazine in here that's actually an XM8 magazine, which are interchangeable with the G36 and the XM8. First one's a more modern example. You can notice that there are no locking lugs in the side of this one, and there's also no rim. So the idea behind this magazine is when you pull it out of a pouch, it's not going to snag at anything. And this runs just fine. I have one of these that I keep in my range bag, and it's totally fine. So I'll set that one aside. The next one's sort of a transition between the last one we looked at and the older ones. This has the rim on the side, or I guess all around, with no locking lugs. And on the newer mags, the cartouche of the 5.56 round is much larger, and the 30 is also a larger font. And they have a little made in Germany thing on the side that's a little bit different than the other ones. You can see these little columns where they would normally have the lugs inside. We also have the oval where it used to have text. We'll go over that later in a little more detail. This is the more conventional G36 magazine. This one has the locking lugs that we're also familiar with in the G36. And also the rim around the edge, which they all have. This one is identical to the one we looked at before, except it has the larger cartouche, has the empty oval, and of course it has the lugs, as you can see. Next one's pretty much the same, it just has the smaller cartouche on it. This last one's almost the same as the other ones, except you have the restricted law enforcement and government use only. Between 1994 and 2004, there was an assault weapons ban, a federal assault weapons ban in the United States. So at the time, you weren't really supposed to have these. That is long since expired, of course, so this is okay to have in most states. Michigan is one of many free states where you can have magazine capacities ranging anywhere from 0 to as big as you can make them, or as big as they make. The last one, all by its lonesome, is for an Heckler XM8. You can tell by that little cut right there. That's for the stripper clip spoon. Has the restricted law enforcement government use only because this mag was also during the ban. I believe this magazine's from 2004 or 5. It's the only difference. The XM8 mags are a lot more rare, and they're worth more than these, even though they're pretty much the same, and they're going to work in the same weapons too. So if you've seen any other G36 mags, I would love to hear and see them. So leave a comment or shoot me a video, and then we can talk about it. Y'all have a good night. Bye.